Show Cook here once again with Debra Clark, the head coach of the women's basketball team. Another week, and unfortunately, another loss for the Spartans here, losing South Carolina State 62-49. One of the things we saw in this game, we made a couple runs in both halves, and we just came up a little bit short.
We did, and we started off really great. I thought we came out the gate well, scored. We had the lead for a little bit there. And then Rachel, who was playing quite well, got into foul trouble, and we had to substitute. And that's been a little concern of ours this year. You know, we substitute, we have a drop-off. We have to be able to sustain, you know, the lead and the intensity that we had at the time of substitution, which we didn't do that well. And South Carolina State, I mean, their bench really was very productive. I think their bench outscored our bench 31-8. So, and, you know, I've been saying all year long, we really are going to have to get something out of everybody for us to be successful. And then a little scoring drought we had down the stretch, then we had some missed defensive stops to compound it and just really made it really tough for us. We were right there once again, but again, the scoring droughts and the missed assignments on defense, we came up a little short.
Yeah, and then another thing the Bulldogs were able to do was get an advantage of scoring in the paint 30-14. Some of that may contribute to Rachel Gordon being foul trouble.
Right. They scored a lot in the paint, and also they scored a lot from the free throw line. Again, they made more free throws than we attempted. So and that's two things. A, we have to be a little bit more aggressive attacking on offense and be a little bit more solid on defense without foul.
And keeping with Rachel Gordon in here, she did, despite foul trouble, she did have a double-double, almost Kyla Quinn-esque, 4 fouls.
And I was really proud of her performance because she got those 2 fouls early, and then she continued the rest of the game without another foul while still playing aggressive. And I've been talking to her all year long about, you know, being aggressive and being tough and being strong and being physical, and she did that. So I was glad for her that she's seeing some success, and the other girls have seen that, so maybe, you know, we'll carry over. But I'm just really happy for her because anytime a freshman, you know, she's been working really hard and trying to really make that turn, and all of her hard work paid off for her the other night.
All right, good job. But next up, as we move on, we got Morgan State and Coppin. Morgan State first Saturday. Kind of team we may want to play. Last time was four-point loss there, but this is a team that other teams in the MEAC have been able to beat when they've been on long losing streaks.
Right, and Morgan State, they're a dangerous team because they can play really well, or they can play really poor, or somewhere in between. You just don't know what's going to happen. But one thing in our favor is that we're home, and I thought we had a good outing at their place, so that was encouraging. And I think today we worked on some things and talked about some things that they're going to do. So I think if we could just execute the game plan for 40 minutes, I feel really good about going into this game Saturday.
Yeah, I mean, four-point loss, it's like a couple possessions,
right.
And it's a different outcome.
And it was, again, the rebound. We missed some rebounds at key times, and they made some key baskets at crucial times. And again, we didn't get our stops down the stretch as we needed.
And then moving on from that game, played Coppin State team. When you went to Coppin, they weren't at full strength due to altercations they had with some of the players. But now they're at full strength this game. So what are some of your strategies going into this?
Well, we're going to have to play much better than we did. I think when we went there, we had our turnovers were our demise there. We just turned the ball over. So we're going to have to be sharper with the ball. Defensively, post defense is going to be huge. Their front line is very tall, very productive. So we're going to have to really defend in the post and I think take care of the basketball once again.
And then, you know, in that game, it was tied 51-51, 5 minutes to go. Then we get into another scoring drought. I mean, what's going to be some of the ways trying to get this team to, when they face a drought or it feels like a drought coming, to find that all offensive ways?
Well, I think the key is to get stops on defense. And if you get stops on defense, it puts you in the situation to score. We have to execute our plays down the stretch. I mean, we do a good job, you know, running plays by telling them it doesn't count until we finish with the basket. So we've been working on that, and hopefully things will be a lot better Saturday and Monday.
Most definitely. And a key stat here, Coach, your team's 7-1 when leading at halftime, and 1-15 when trail.
Wow.
So the key.
So we have to get the lead to half. Okay, I can work on that. I tell them all the time, you play the first half to get to the second half, so I'll tell them that. and that'll hopefully keep us going for 2 halves.
All right, let's see if the Spartans can do that and have the lead at halftime here this weekend as they host Morgan State. For more on NSU's women's basketball, as always, NSUSpartans.com.